be doing NG+18 as a skill-based Warlock to see how it compares to the primary. So in the shop, we're going to be looking for Staff of Auto Casting and Lucky Hat, and just like some other generally good items. So let's see. Alright, Staff of Auto Casting with Wand of Spell Piercing, with the Coated Arrow and the Pot Helm, with some skill power. Wow, this is like an amazing start actually. This is like everything you could want. Let's see, so for my wizard, what should I be investing in for my arena? Reroll shot for Blood Dagger. Oh god. We'll find Blood Dagger quick enough. Yeah, I would say every character you want armor and resist. You don't ever want to get the attack damage stuff, because the statues will give you that. And we're going to craft Lucky Hat. So look at this start. We have Staff of Auto Casting. We have Magic Penetration. We also have Skill Power. And we have some block. And we have a way to poison. And our Lucky Hat. So this is like our worst item, and it's just a Ring of Mana. Wow, this is like a pretty insane start. So yeah, we have to change some things because we're going skills. So let's convert. So I'm gonna go full right side, I think. I also want to try out Hammer. Nah, we'll say Magic, because this will actually benefit from our magic damage penetration and our Wand of Spell Piercing that we have. Let's also change our statues before we forget. So we also have the Coated Arrow, so we can start Ozreth with no issues. So we'll keep Ozreth. We're going to change these two. Going to run Wilmer and Cedric. So faster skills, and we get damage equal to the cost of our skills, and then more mana regen and resistance, and we pick up mana crystals, and that adds to our damage as well. Yeah, I would say you always want to get armor resist for the arena, because every character uses one of the two statues that matter, Callus or Cedric. So Cedric, when it's level 20, you'll get a 1-to-1 ratio from resist to skill power, and Callus the same thing but with armor and attack power. So the new DLC will help out newer players. I think so. The statues are like incredible. You get stars for completing the pyramid. It's like a whole different way to play the game. So I can't guarantee you'll like it, but it's definitely beneficial. And it's not too expensive. Evil Infusion, Phonetic Eruption, Wicked Sickness, Starlit Stinger, Elemental Bruiser. We could also go Overflowing Physique, but we'll go full Spellcaster mode. I think the Warlock just has a potential to use Overflowing as a Spellcaster, because you can get the mana back with your soul consumption. Alright, we go Abundant Shops since we're not going primary. Glasswalk, Treasure Hunt, Demolish Spawners, Lousy Consumables, Overseers, and those three. So donate the rest of our money. Yeah, we're good to go. So double check. NG+18? Alright, let's rock. So what's the time to beat? Like 45 minutes? And like, don't struggle. Greater Insight. Is there any good setups for weaker players for the fountain? So it depends what level your fountain is. You won't have as many options. So there's a couple strategies you can use. You can either just try to do as many negatives as possible to try to gain levels, or you can try to use like a balance if you're trying to push the NG level. So the closer you are to 20, the more I would say try to push the NG level. But if you're like level 10 or level 8 or something, just try to do negatives and see how far you can get, just to get as much XP as possible. Like if you can only complete Act 1 and 2, just put on a bunch of negatives and go to Act 1 and 2. And farm some XP that way, and some gold. The early part of the game just takes a while. The arena gives you some stats to buy for completing ranks, but really don't need to spend them all on the armor or resist because you can't do damage if you're dead. Oh yeah, definitely. I think I said what you said wrong, but I agree with what you said. You definitely want defense in this game over offense. It's so much easier to get damage in this game than it is to get defense. So any chance you get to get the defense, you probably should. I want speed, I want skill power, and I'm gonna go spheres. I like going spheres. I'm always in combo. Give me combo bonuses, I leech from it. As I get more spheres, I do more damage in combo. Just seems good all around. I one day might be able to live the meme and have the 10 spheres. It sets up perfectly for everything I want to do. See, now I'm like left clicking as if it's gonna kill anything, and it does like no damage. So I have to make sure I'm like actually lightning bolting and casting my other skills. Ooh, Scarab. Scarab is super good right now. We get poison, we get leech, and we don't have this incendiary demise, so it doesn't proc all the time. But when it does proc, like against the Act 4 boss, because we'll be tanking it, we should be leeching and doing a lot of damage. So yeah, I don't know, it looks like spellcasters like melt everything as well. It's just really hard for me to tell what's a better build. Is there a cap to how many items you can have? And what happens when you find better items if it's full? There's no cap, so if you somehow manage to find every item like a certain rarity, you'll start getting duplicates. But that's like really, really rare now since they added in new items. Almost impossibly rare. Before the DLC, it was a little easier. I had times where I had 3 of the same green items, but that's not the case anymore. I've yet to have that happen again. I always wanted it to happen, but it never happened. I wanted to get 2 Ring of Teas on the Priest. It just never happened. Yeah, so pre-DLC, pre-battlements, I had 3 full plate mails on the Paladin, which is kind of funny. Oh yeah, this guy can't leech. Because the soul well, I guess he can technically leech with the soul consumption, but he doesn't do nearly as much damage with the primary, so it's not enough to sustain versus that boss. Because you can't leech off the first boss. You can soul consumption off the first boss, but you can't lifesteal. because he's a construct, and you can't lifesteal from constructs. Assassin's Dagger. There's like nothing over here. I mean, there's an imp over there. Send your gold to town. Ah. Why? Why's it gotta be the gold to town imp? Why can't I be lucky by Spadina? Spadina's getting all the good imps. There's no good imps left. It's bogus, dude. Alright, let's see. What's good? Oh, slippery cloak and sandals. Alright, let's get that evasion going. Alright, do we want old map or we want the sphere? Let's live the meme. We're going sphere. Let's live the meme. So, we're at 2. We'll try to live the meme. We try like every run. It would happen on the run where we're trying to compare one build versus the other, and we get like immune to dying. It's like, oh well, this was a wash. Gotta try again. So I'm pretty sure if I got the 10 spheres, I would just log out and turn on Bolgarth. So I would stay in combo for like, was it 5 seconds when I proc combo? And I would be actually unkillable. So luckily we get to avoid some gold now, because we've already had our shop. And it looks like we picked up plenty. You can change statue mid-run by logging into the characters. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's supposed to be like a failsafe, like if you start off your run and you're using the wrong statues, you can log out and then go select the correct ones. It only works in solo, obviously, because if you're in multiplayer, then you just disconnect from the lobby. But yeah, in solo, you just log out. Change it on another character and then come back. Same with like if you get an imp that gives you a bunch of money, and he sends it to town and you find a lot more money, you can log into town and spend your money and then continue the run. So you like tax evade in a way, which most people know that one, but the statues are kind of like a new thing. Yeah, we had some joke that we were talking about at one point where you can like log in and have a Feralath statue and you stun an enemy and then you log out and you switch it to Ozrath and you poison the enemy and then you log out and you switch it to Bolgarth and you get in combo. It'd be like complete garbage, but it's kind of funny to think about. You would never want to play the game again, but you could do something crazy like that. Oh, we were so close, weren't we? Gladiator's net. What face? I'm back and we have some more viewers. Yeah. People are watching. People are enjoying. I think at least. If not, they're watching. Man, what'd you go and do? You were gone for like 3 hours. Did you go watch Endgame? Protective powers. You know, the in-laws are in my house, 4 of them. That's a what face right there. Y'all just having like dinner or something? Or are they like staying over for several days? It's like a big difference. Spending the night for days. QQ. Well, good luck with that. I'm sure it's fine. You just gotta entertain all weekend. Curios. Oh, was that another sphere? Or was that the alchemy one? It's another sphere. We have 3. Can we do it? Is it possible? Feels bad, man. We don't have a feels bad man emote? Feels bad man might be what, better Twitch TV or something? I think we have one. I gotta check on this. This is important. Feels bad, man. We have Pepe hands. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, it's from where's that from? Better Twitch TV global emotes. So you have to have an add-on for that. It's definitely worth it if you watch a lot of streams. Get a bunch of free emotes. Worth it. I mean, it's free, right? We actually don't want our skills to cost less mana, even though this gives us plus 10 skill power. It's a little awkward. Take the undead pamphlet, and we don't really care about constructs. So we'll go chainmail. Hands up! Incredible strength. So yeah, we're at the middle of Act 3. Should be able to keep that all the way to the boss. We're finding like more monoliths as a caster. We're not even like trying. We don't even have them like increased. And an imp. Nice. Curious, let's see how much our res goes up. We're at 147. We pick up a mana crystal. We go up to 107. Nice, that's pretty good. Whoa. It's like the Demon Kappa. Dude, what is that from? Dark Mode? Twitch Global. Mercy Ring, Twitch Global. I've not seen those emotes before. Rise of the Demon Kappa. Just global stuff? Yeah, I guess I've just never seen anybody spam it. Yo, Falcon, what's up, dude? Been a while, how goes the run? It's going pretty well. We've done a few different runs. We're playing around with Primary Warlock. We're also just testing out Spell Warlock to see really how they compare. This is like the standard, but Primary was looking pretty convincing. So we gotta put this one to the test and see if one's actually better than the other. I feel like we need like a criteria to judge better than the other. I guess just like speed is pretty good and like boss kill speed. Everything else should be pretty much equal. Because both builds still use all the skills. We haven't really been having issues with mana on either build. Are your mage statues level 20? No, they're not. We have Wilmer at 15, Cedric at 14, but our Ozrith is 20, which we use on everyone right now. So we'll try to get those 20 at some point. But for the primary build I used Callus and Kyra. Kyra's level 10, but she doesn't really need to be high level. I mean, sure, it's extra damage and it helps, but you really just want the 20% increased attack speed. How is Ozrith working for you? I really enjoy it. I dropped Bolgarth on pretty much all my characters, and I haven't really had too big of an issue, like at all, staying in combo. I thought it'd be like a really big deal being out of combo. But got to the point where we needed it on our Paladin for like NG+45 to NG+50. And from there we've just been trying it in all of our primary builds, and it's been working out. Even if you don't start with a poison item, it's been like a good increase in damage. That was like one thing I didn't realize about it, was that if an enemy dies, you get the effect. So you have a 20% chance of enemies leaving a poison cloud, and that poisons as well. But you can use items to guarantee the poison, like Coated Arrow, Scarab, or the Blow Dart. So I didn't realize it worked automatically. Would you consider it better than Kyra? No, Kyra's worth it too much for me. I would probably never drop Kyra or Callus for any of my primary builds. Just because I see it as you start each run with your base attack speed. We'll just say it's 100%. And Kyra gives you an extra 20% on top of that. So you get an extra attack every, like, if you attack once a second, you start attacking 6 times every 5 seconds instead of 5 times, which is like a huge damage increase. You get your damage out 20% faster, so you're leeching 20% faster and all that. It's just too important, like mechanically, to me. We need a keys emote for Imp. Is Masson still here? Oh, Mage Bane. We got rewarded with the Mage Bane. Sweet. It's like a super big pickup, actually. Yeah, if you guys have like ideas for emotes, you want to like make like a list and see what people really want. Like I'll put that in the Discord and people can like vote on it. Because I don't know how much work Masan actually wants to do. Because I mean, it is work. I know it's like for fun or whatever. But I don't want to like, you know, push the limits or anything. He seems to enjoy it, but you know, I don't want to take advantage. So maybe if we can get like things more concise about like what we actually want. I know he said he wanted to do a ace key. He's already done Blood Dagger and like a client crash emote. And I think I talked to him about, what was it? The king set, which is like a character that's wearing full kings. So like whenever that happens in game, we'd have like some emote to like have it. Can't seem to get enough of Cedric and Callus to consider Ozrath. Oh, you mean like you're using all your ore on those two? See, I don't like Cedric on primary builds. It just seems weird to me. But if you're doing like hybrid stuff, I could see it working. I don't know, Ozrath, when you get the poison for 100%, and like my statue is level 20, you just do 200% increased damage to everything, which is just like insane damage. Whereas Bolgarth was doing 100 every 5th attack, but in like an AoE, which is great for early game. I would still consider it, I would still recommend it for everyone early game, but going into the late game, the damage starts becoming needed. Yes, they're both 20 and I delve in hybrid damage. Okay, yeah. If you're doing hybrid, I mean, it just makes sense, right? Because you're trying to scale everything. I just haven't had a lot of success with hybrid. So I recommend people like picking one or the other pretty much. Not that it's not possible to do hybrid. I just imagine like if you're new or you're looking for like a guide, you don't want to do like really off the wall stuff. You want to do like a, oh, we have to pick the sphere, right? You want to do kind of like safe options. So the way I have like my stuff set up is that you only need 5 different statues. So if you're investing ore into those statues, you know that you're going to use them in some build. Whereas like I wouldn't recommend people like using the Feralath statue, because sure, it's like really memey and kind of fun on the thief, but I think it's a waste of ore for like an opportunity cost reasons, since the other statues are just so good. It's like, yeah, you can get this one statue that's only good on one character in like some really strict situations, or you can get like these statues that are good for like 5 or 6 characters. I don't know, that's just kind of how I recommend it to people that are asking me for advice. If you figured out something that like works really well for you, then like by all means. To me, the only requirement is penetration. Oh, you're talking about like the wand of spell piercing, that kind of stuff? Also, even if I wasn't like normally doing my statue setup, I've had like such, like my starting items are so insane that like this basically made me go Ozrath. I already had crit for spells, I had penetration for spells, and I had luck along with skill power and block, so I couldn't ask for much more from this start. And yeah, if I get like offered a poison item, it kind of just makes sense to switch into Ozrath for the extra damage, unless you're really worried about staying into in combo. What would I like to see? What I would like to see is unique off-the-wall builds like primary sorcerer. Man, we just played primary warlock. Are you not entertained? That's unique off the wall, right? We did some primary wizard. Yeah, I'm sure sorcerer can work as well. It would be cool if like someone got really high like NG levels with completely non-meta builds. I think that's what we all want, right? You want like someone to figure out something that no one else knows about, and it'd be like the most successful thing ever, and like really smart and like really cool. But I think a lot of it's just kind of been figured out. Gave me an item. This stingy dude, reinforced gloves. Did we ever find out if Ozareth worked on bosses? It works on some bosses. So it works on second boss, third boss, fourth boss, fifth boss. It doesn't work on Construct or Thunder Snow, but it works on the other ones. So if you really wanted to like min-max, you could switch it off for those bosses and pick up a different statue. But I've definitely not gotten to that point where I need to even think about min-maxing like that. Wasn't there another... There's another secret I saw somewhere. Ooh, that hurts. Leave me alone. Did we already get both of them? Thought there was a second crack in the wall. Keep looking around. Sword of Kings. Sweet. I could have sworn there was a second one. Maybe it was that one and this one down there. Maybe I already got it, just didn't think about it too much. We need more drinks in our current meta, but that item's geared towards damage outside combo. Yeah, I agree. I think it'd be cool if there were like more build variety. Like, I think it's kind of awkward that every build in the game does more magic damage than physical damage. I feel like that's kind of a problem. And that every build focuses around crit, combo, luck. It's kind of awkward. I mean, all those things are great. It's just, yeah. It's just that every build is like, alright, this is going to be a primarily magic damage dealing build that focuses on crit, combo, and luck. And you've just described every build in the game. And so from there, it's just like, do you want to go primary or do you want to go skills? And maybe there's like some hybrid stuff in there. I just haven't dabbled too much into it. We need some skill build support too, because every build is doing the same thing with different autos executing them. Yeah, I mean, just the more diversity the better, really. Gold key down there. Am I worried? I don't think I'm worried. I do have keyring, I guess. I should pick up some keys. Oh, we got a gold key from that bronze key. Good enough for me. I'm just gonna keep going. Make it an ace key. Are the devs aware of the meta? Yeah, I think they all know. But like, combo is also something unique to this game. Like you unlock combo sometime in Act 1 or 2. So I guess it's kind of okay if combo is like included in every build. There's like a lot of stuff that you can't really do without combo. Like we have the combo spheres, we have drinks that do things if you're in combo, out of combo. It's just like you need more ways to solve getting into combo. It'd be cool if there was like some combo alternative, but since there's so many items that deal with combo, and combo gives you movement speed, and the drinks deal with combo, I just don't see how you can really play without combo in this game. But I agree with your other points. That'd be, you know, cool if we had different damage types or something. Or like hybrid builds were more accessible. Wow, we didn't even get into combo there. Yo, that ignite hurts. What's the next one? Darkness. Alright, we need to pick up some food. So that's one thing to think about. The less health without the overflowing, what's it called? Overflowing physique. You definitely feel the damage from ignite in tanking this stuff because we have just less base health. Yeah, they are introducing new stats like luck. Luck has been nice. It's a little overpowered, so it's kind of... I don't want to give it too much praise because it kind of just took over the meta. So definitely like the U-shape for stuff like this. I don't think we have near as much evasion as we had last round. Oh, we have 33. We have our 20 block. So our defense should be kind of equal. Yeah. Definitely introduce something that changes the meta, even if it makes everything into that. Which I think they did well with this, the DLC, changing the meta, because it was all... before it was Ring of Tea plus Amulet of Vengeance plus Incendiary Demise, Wicked Sickness, that was like the meta, Crimson Death, and Mage Bane. Now it's like Mage Bane, Lucky Hat, Staff of Autocasting, Heartseeker. There's like a couple of different ways you can achieve the same things. Like there's multiple ways to get in combo. You can use the Phonetic Eruption, you can use Amulet of Vengeance. I just prefer Phonetic Eruption. I think it works well with the luck and everything. So I recommend doing that for everyone. But all the Amulet of Vengeance builds still work. I would just rather have an extra blue item than a drink. And that's what it all boils down to. Because you either go Amulet of Vengeance plus your regular drinks. Oh yikes, that was a lot of enemies. Or you go Phonetic Eruption and you get an extra item. So you'd have to go Amulet of Vengeance plus Lucky Hat instead of like crit item plus Lucky Hat. So I go crit Lucky Hat and use Phonetic instead of going Amulet, Amulet, Lucky Hat, and like crit drink, I guess. So we've already gotten all of our XP, so we can just kind of skim. Yo, I got stuck. That was scary. I thought we were dead. Alright, Amulet Kings. I don't know what I got stuck on. That was definitely spooky. Definitely feels safer on the primary version than the spellcaster, but it might be all because of overflowing physique. And you could technically play overflowing physique on the spellcaster version. Alright, well, got another imp. We're in Act 5. Always an imp in Act 5, it feels. At least with the frequent imp fountain modifier thing. Seems like you always get an imp. Give me an item. Again with the items. Frostbrand. Always items, dude. You also don't have to worry for the primary build about overcasting and losing all your health because you're casting too much. That's like a small thing. You could easily learn to not overcast. But like that's kind of the thing with Phonetic Eruption. If you're casting a ton and you're not actually hitting anything, you're not leeching, so you just lose all your health. Alright, another imp. Can we get something that isn't an item? We can't get XP. Some keys. Not even an ace key. Dude. This is like last time. The imps hate us. Why are the imps doing this? Yo, Preezy, what's up, dude? Less an imp, more of a troll, dude. You're speaking the truth. Alright, so that's an ace chest, we don't have to worry about that. So we got Markham's, get some HP, which I feel like is what we're our kind of weakest stat right now. Let's get max evasion, let's get more HP, and undead, or old map. Let's just get old map. It's really helpful in the battlements. It'll be helpful here too, since we don't actually need XP. Otherwise, I would have taken the pamphlet, or the book. Just relaxing. Where's that imp with keys emote? We'll see what we can do. Like I said, don't wanna push. So I'll do like some kind of poll or something to what emotes y'all would like to see. We just need like a list of different ones, and we'll have people like vote on them. Is that it? That's our blood dagger, dude. Which feels stronger so far? I'm definitely gonna say I prefer the primary. It feels safer. The spells are definitely strong. It's nice having leech on things that have a lot of range, like the storm. You definitely kill stuff like a lot faster sometimes. I just feel safer on the primary build. Also feels easier. You can't overcast. Yeah, we'll see how it is against Dragon. If it just deletes dragon, that's kind of a big plus. Because the stomps are gonna like really kill the warlock. And the breaths will really kill the warlock. So the less time the dragon is alive, the better. Attuned to Blood Dagger? No, it is not attuned. I will not attune it. I found great success with Amulet of Vengeance paired with Penetration and Lucky Hat for some classes. I suggest skipping Phonetic for Double Thriller though. Oh yeah, for those builds? Yeah, I only use Double Thriller on Priest currently. Because he just doesn't have a lot to choose from. Yeah, I think the Amulet of Vengeance builds are okay. If you're okay with rolling for a second item, which I'm starting to get to the point where second items matter a lot more. When I was first making the guides, I was like NG 5-ish, and now they're all like 15-ish. So I started to get to the point where just finding a Lucky Hat in the shop isn't quite enough. So I might start changing some of my ideas. Hey, we got an ace key. Didn't have to go out of our way for ace keys, because we never have ace chests. Except for our last run. That was kind of a crazy run. So I guess I'm learning from this Warlock run is that, like, skills and primary are both very viable. You can kind of just play whatever you prefer. Whatever you have more fun on. I personally have more fun on the primary. It's more simplistic for like my statues. I don't have to spend as much ore on caster statues. If I'm not playing, you know, sorcerer or wizard. It has more health, so that's kind of nice. The damage seems comparable, except for maybe on bosses. The Callus statue is easier to scale because Paladin's easier to get a levels 4 than Warlock. So it should have a higher ceiling than the skill build. Less mana issues. But I mean, this has some range. So you can definitely kill stuff without it getting close to you. You do have to worry about overcasting. As the statues increase more and more, you're going to do like tons and tons of damage. So I think it's still hard to say what's better, primary or skill. I'd say they're very comparable. They all have their pros and cons. So we actually need to go left to get our ace key, to go right to get our ace chest. Just in case there's another ace key on the next floor. So maybe there is a way you can do like a hybrid Warlock and have the best of both worlds. But I'm just not sure how to achieve it quite yet. Or if it's worth it. Because it might be like a situation of you pick one or the other, but like a hybrid doesn't really gain any benefits. It's like a weaker version of both. That could be the case, I'm not really sure. There's some quality of life for the primary as well, because you know, attack faster with the Kyra statue. So you leech faster. But Phonetic Eruption leeches pretty quickly because it's ranged. Not Phonetic Eruption, the other thing. Evil Infusion. Oh, we missed an ore. So we got Mask of Bewilderment. It'll also be interesting to see how much longer like this took us than the other one. It feels longer, but it might not be. It might just be because I'm having more fun on the primary. There really seems to be a lot more build flexibility depending on the RNG in the town and the shop at higher RNG. Yeah, I think most things can work for like all builds. Because like statues scale infinitely, so if your statues are high enough, then it doesn't matter what you're doing on your character, your statues will carry you. Same kind of goes with drinks, as long as you have like a pretty decent drink setup. Like, there's fundamental things you have to solve. You have to solve like, how I'm gonna pay for my resources, if I need mana or if I don't. That's like one. How I'm gonna get into combo, so I can do more damage and utilize most of the items. How am I going to lifesteal versus enemies? And how am I going to survive hits? That's pretty much it. But the hits are kind of like baked into the character. You don't really have to like really think about it. So there's definitely not like a one build is better than all the other builds. It's kind of what you prefer. My playstyle, I don't want to play with Crimson Death. I don't want to play with Stab in the Dark. Unless I'm forced to. So I prolong using those for as long as possible. I feel that the Heartseeker plus Lucky Hat or Staff Volatile Casting plus Lucky Hat is better for me than Amulet of Vengeance plus one of those. Because I can have the luck, I can have the crit, and I can have the combo activation with the drink. But if I drop the Heartseeker, then I basically have to go Stab in the Dark for the crit. If I drop the Lucky Hat, then I'm also losing out on some crit and other like defensive stuff. Because luck is just so powerful. You could go like Mage Bane plus Lucky Hat and run like Stab in the Dark. So you fix your crit, you fix luck, and you have like magic penetration. But that's just like a few ways. There's like tons of ways you can make builds work. I doubt the stream would enjoy Stevie Wonder Run. Yeah, probably not. I definitely wouldn't enjoy it, and I'm sure people watching wouldn't enjoy it. Especially if I'm like hating on it the whole time. Unless people just like laughing at my pain, then... Oh my god. Oh, what hit us? Wow. Alright. Well, it was looking to be 46 minutes. What hit us? Alright, I gotta pull that up. Rip skill lock. I don't think that was a slam. Exact same time. Yeah, so the time is about the same. The damage on the dragon was looking really good, but we just ripped, so definitely not as safe. That was a really surprising death. Alright, I'm getting things set up so we can actually watch it. So let me actually exit out of the game to It says you use all your potions. Alright, so I gotta exit out the game to fix the resolution. Dang, yo. Died at the last moment. Alright, so... let me find where we were. We just got crushed. Alright, a little bit before that. This video is too long. I can't like skip ahead very well. 33, 52 maybe? 712? Alright. I'm gonna go speed. Let's go half speed so I can see what I actually died to. We can go slower if we need to. It says you use all your potions, but that definitely didn't happen. Alright, let's see. Oh, maybe I had... Did I have Phoenix Feather on this one? Alright, so we're fine. He did his ice spears. And we just die. Yeah, we had 5 potion charges left. Yeah, it said we used all our potions, but we definitely didn't. What the hell killed us? Alright, maybe we need to go 0.25 speed. Let's go back. Alright, let's watch it again. Looks like legit glitch to me. It could have been like his ice spear and I got hit by like all 5 out of his mouth and it was just like the perfect situation. But I'm not really sure. I think Feather uses multiple charges if the damage instance is crazy high. Yeah, you didn't have Phoenix Feather? Yeah, that was last run, wasn't it? Alright, let's do this again, because the fight's only like 10 seconds long. I don't know if we're really going to be able to see what happened. We also need to look at the elemental guys at the bottom, because they could be shooting me and I take damage there. Alright, so we're waking up the dragon. I'm attacking, I do my storm, cast some gargoyles, he becomes active. I'm starting to leech back, I get into combo, attacking, I get blown back, I go to the ice, he shoots out his 5 spears, they all miss me. I go up a little closer, I'm attacking. Yeah, that must have been another set of spheres or something. It wasn't a slam, because there's the slam. I guess we got speared in the face for 5x damage, and that was enough to kill us. That's all I got. His potions still said 5 at the end. Yeah, potion said 5, but this says that I used all of them, so I'm really unsure what happened here. I have to assume it was his ice spears, because that's the only thing that makes sense.